Ooh, hello, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I am passionate about helping victims of all ages and all genders overcome the fear of facing the abuse to become survivors. Because over here we believe that by becoming survivors, we will be able to heal and empower ourselves to become survivors. All right, so that's what we do over here on this here channel, All Around Natural Beauty RN. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. What we have been doing over here since November the 23rd is seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson. We've been standing in agreement, everybody on one accord for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Along the way, we all saw the video. We have 6 names of people. There's some people that believe that it may be 7 or 8. So, along the way, we've been getting, more details. We've been sorting out the details. We've been putting it together, and we have been using math and science. Hope it's good enough. Math and science as a way of being, of keeping everything fair, of staying on task, and keeping everything good and fair. So I'm just excited. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm 52 years old and a proud Gen Xer. A proud Gen Xer and the proud mother of 3 adult children. I see all them hearts, y'all. Thank you so much. I see them hearts. I'm loving it. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Proud Gen Xer, right? And I'm just so grateful to be a Gen Xer, and I know a lot of y'all out there are too. However, I do want to shout out y'all Gen Xer. Somebody had left a comment about being a Gen Xer, and I can't turn my nose up to the Gen X because I got a couple of them. I got a couple of them too, and we're all needed. But the unique thing about we Gen Xers is that we were here before the internet. We was here before the internet. We was here before the cellular was, a household item for three-year-olds. All you have to do is know how to walk, and you qualify for a cell phone. That's how it is nowadays, right? They're getting younger and younger. Anyway, proud mother of these 3 adult children, 2 XY chromosomes and 1 XX. And it was because of my XX is what gave me, and then me too also being an XX, gave me the passion and wanted to lift my voice to speak on the Shanquella Robinson case. And also it's because I have over 30 years of nursing experience where I worked a lot with spinal cord injury patients. And in the beginning, when we were talking about the injuries that are listed on the death certificate, we noted those injuries to be severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. However, we do see that in these present interviews and these present news stories, they're listing a host of other different injuries and stuff like that. So that's why I'm grateful also that we Gen Xers are here in this area where we have video proof where we can say, nope. Y'all had said back in November that it was XYZ. So you can't come back over here in March and say it's A, B, C, and D. And X, Y, and Q. Can't do that. Cannot do that, right? So I'm just excited. Look at y'all over here showing the love already. One of the things too that we have been doing over here in our chat is we have been standing in agreement in using the umbrella of getting justice for Shanquella Robinson, because we know that there is a problem here in this world with femicide all over the world. All over the world. And so we believe that by standing together and uniting under the umbrella of justice for Shanquella, that we will be able to leverage that and get justice for past femicides, unsolved cases, and things like that, and also to help significantly decrease future incidents. Because once we make our voice heard, we will simply wash, rinse, and repeat and do the same thing and continue on with it, right? Because it gets easier. And let me just shout out girl Giselle here, who has been submitting, dropping the link for a petition that we have been signing for a while now, seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson, and Giselle has been faithful in doing that. And maybe back in January, I had made an announcement that, I was told, or I was encouraged to, start a petition. But I thought that it would be more practical if we all focused on one instead of having like a bunch of little splashed up petitions. If we focus the energy and everybody, just focus on one. Excuse me, I got a call. Ooh, this pollen. All right. So instead of splashing our efforts out because everyone wants to have their very own petition for Shanquella Robinson, let's get our egos out of this, and make sure that we stand focused on justice for Shanquella Robinson. And that is the most important thing. So it doesn't matter who is the one who has to petition. We all, is more power in the numbers. And I think the petition is up to like 30,000 or something like that, with the goal of getting to 50,000. So instead of me, you, and other people all trying to do that, when Giselle first offered the petition, I think it was like in the teens. And then we got it up to the 20,000 goal or something like that. But anyway, we got that done, and it's still growing. However, it's kind of been at a stagnation, which a lot of things have been at kind of a stagnation, and things are starting to heat up. So now is the time where we have to, it's time to wake up. We've been taking a little rest or nap, kind of preserving our strength, getting ready for the fight of what we're getting ready to do here now. So now it's time to wake up and put on your warrior clothes. Warriors, come out and play. It's time to come out and put the work in and show that we real serious about getting justice for Shanquella Robinson. So Giselle with her petition, we'll be dropping it in the chat somewhere, I know. All right, so all aboard. Welcome to the beauty and beautifuls, to the SWAT squad of Justice for Shanquella Robinson at the All Around Natural Beauty RN, where we do math and science. Yes. Convene with the true and moments of speak. Yes, because over here we do not do moments of silence. We do moments of speaking, where we're speaking out the names of victims, Shanquella Robinson, and we speak out the name of the abusers, Dejanay Jackson, And along the way, and there's the other Cabo 6 too. Let me just go ahead and call out those names too. Malik Dryers. I'm not good with all the names, y'all. I'm not great with names. Winter Donovan. Watch me get it. Let me stop saying I'm not good. I'm getting better with names. And who's he? Nazir Wiggins. Woo, look at me. I'm on the road. Cabo 6. Okay, so where am I at? 1, 2, 3. Kylie Cook. Woo. That's it, right? No. Somebody else. Elise Hyatt. Look at me go. I hope y'all hitting that like button on your way up in here. Hit the like button on your way up in here. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah says, Natural Beauty, I read a new video. They laughed at her. What? Shocking new details revealed. Interviews for Shanquella Robinson and Cabo 6. The Pascal Show. But I'm not surprised that they laughed. I'm not surprised. There was a lot of wicked energy going on there. And like I've said before in the past, you want to be aware, stop, look, listen, and feel for negative vibes. And know when people are jealous and envious of you, because it can turn into a rage very quickly. Hey, Jackie, what's going on? So I'm just excited because there were some, gaps, a period in there where the news wasn't reporting on it. And we were left with confusion on what was going on. We were being told, we've been told some lies, we've been told some stories in the beginning, and we would go back to the truth, the math and science to stay on the path. However, some bones and everything was getting off in the midst of all that. But the good news is that the truth always wins. So you just have to be patient and wait and know that the truth will always come in. Why are they doing this? Excuse me for one moment. This here is my Turo trip. I didn't already said that the car is not available. Oh, he booked that one. Okay. All right. Okay, that one is available. I have a Turo business, y'all. So, not only a nurse and all that stuff, I'm also an entrepreneur. And I do promote people being entrepreneurs, especially women, so we can empower ourselves, to make sure that we good and that we're not having to depend on anyone but ourselves, right? Because that's where the power is. The power is within me. And you say that same thing about you. Like I've said before, the most important person in the whole world is you. To you, right? So I'm the most important person in the world to me. Just like when you get on the airplane, they always tell you to put your mask on, your oxygen mask on first before you try to help someone else out. And that is because if you are trying to help somebody out and you haven't helped yourself first, you're going to pass out for the lack of oxygen. And then they're going to pass out because they were counting on you to be able to help them out. So you're not even effective at being helpful to anybody until you yourself is whole. And that's why we're over here talking about healing and becoming survivors, because you cannot help if you were victimized. That is not your fault. If you were a victim, that's not your fault that somebody victimized you. But if you are still here, that means that you have the potential to be a survivor. And you owe it to yourself and the people behind you to become a survivor. And that's what you do. And that's why we don't do moments of silence, because we have been conditioned as victims to keep quiet and hold the secret of these victims. And we see that this very thing is happening right here in the Shanquella Robinson case It's like people are keeping the secrets from this Dejanay Jackson person that we saw in the video unaliving Shanquella Robinson. And now they want to throw in some new information to try to put doubt in our minds that Dejanay Jackson is responsible. We saw that in the video. We saw the death injuries that were reported on the death certificate being administered by Dejanay Jackson. And that's what we saw. We saw that. All right. So, hey to everyone. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to take our time, right? We're going to take our time. We're going to watch a couple things from, the recent stuff. And then we're going to go back. We're going to go back into our own our own little archives here and, point out the bones and make the connection to who have been putting these bones in from the very start. From the very start. Let's see here if any of my and thank y'all too. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Oh, and hit the bell notification and click all so you'll be notified every time I upload another video. And another thing I wanted to say too is that now that since this thing is getting some attention, and the sad thing is that we know that no one's been arrested, and it's been months. And recently, like it's to the point now, like no one plays the video, no one talks about it. So the thing that is the problem with that is that when that happens, people forget. And it's just the same as it being swept under the carpet, swept under the rug. And that's why it's important that we continue to make a big fuss out of this, to continue to gather together. And I love all y'all for checking in. Those of y'all that come by and that's been checking in since the beginning and stuff like that. Making sure. Oh my goodness. Making sure that you keep track. Let me just tell this person how to get up in here. Making sure, I know what I'll do. I'll play y'all video dance and I'll answer that question for this Turo guest. Ooh, look at here. And then let me see where I found. I see some money. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny Eris says, "Oh, super sticker. Thank you so much for your super sticker. I'm super duper excited about that. Super duper excited about that. Let me go ahead and bless our chat with our acts of faith, and then I'll play y'all this video. I need to do something here. Acts of faith. Thank you so much. I sure appreciate it. I sure appreciate that. March 24th. We've been reading our acts of faith. Another thing we've been doing over here on for our Justice for Shanquella Robinson is that we've been reading our acts of faith, book by Yana Van Zett, copywritten back in 1993. It's a daily meditation for people of color. However, it's a daily meditation for all people. Once we start to realize that, and unity is really what's happening here. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you're talking about here. Okay, so I'm not going to even worry about that. I'm going to go here. Everybody coming together, joining together. Unity and so we don't feel separated and stuff. So it's more power in unity. All right. So Iyanla Vanzant wrote a lot of books in the 90s. All right. She's a yoga priestess, a cultural custodian, and a spiritual life counselor. She is a powerful author. All right. So March 24th, it says, it ain't, is it the 24th? Yeah, 24th. It ain't that I don't believe in God. I just don't trust his judgment. And that's from Terry McMillan from Mama. Terry McMillan's the author too from the 90s. Gen X paper. All right. And then Iyanla says, there are 51 ways to get help from God. Number 1, ask for it. Number 2, believe. 3, recognize help when it comes. 4, listen. 5, obey. 6, love. 7, praise. 8, forgive. 9, be real. 10, seek truth. 11, face yourself. 12, be honest. 13, order. 14, understanding. 15, silence. 16, simplicity. 17, purify. 18, know. K-N-O-W. 19, grace. 20, joy. 21, peace. 22, trust. 23, natural law. 24, balance. 25, harmony. 26, self-sufficiency. 27, dream. 28, self-discovery. 29, right thinking. 30, right action. 31, right reaction. 32, breathe. 33, shut up. 34, be still. 35, feel. 36, live now. 37, friends. 38, parents. 39, children. 40, openness. 41, realization. 42, relaxation. 43, laugh. 44, patience. 45, give. 46, cry. 47, create. Excuse me. 48, judge not. 49, oneness. 50, faith. And 51, surrender. Living in and with the ways of God places you in alignment with the substance of God. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. OMG. Okay, I'm going to get to you, Mr. Turo person over here. All right, so we got some OGs up in the house. Thank y'all OGs for showing up here. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to get some more of these here. People, OGs, I appreciate all of y'all. All of y'all, all of y'all, all of y'all. So I know y'all been keeping up with some of the news stuff. One of the sad things that I discovered when reading through the letter from the attorneys and the fake statement, fake autopsy report that they received from Mexico, like, they're just taking it. That's why it's important that, we still got to go back and go over the video and the original stuff. We can't shy away from that and feel like, oh, we can't watch it and all this stuff. That's exactly what they want us to do. And that way we lose the details. We lose the details and we start accepting this stuff with these new injuries and stuff to, no. No. All right, so I'm gonna play our first video, and I'm gonna answer this Turo person here. for my business. Let me see here. First thing I want to do is just do like whatever the recent deal is. So let me put that up here. And pause. All right, so I'm going to share the screen with my beauties and beautifuls, right? And tonight I got my coffee. We're gonna have us a good old time. We're gonna take our time and we're gonna go through this. We're gonna like a fine-tooth comb and all that good stuff. So let's see here. Share the screen. And we back it up. Cause I look good, let me back it up. All right, here we go.
For justice continue. Shanquella Robinson's family once again pleading for her suspected killers to be arrested. Robinson died during a trip to Mexico, and a medical examiner said the cause was a broken neck. You'll remember the Robinson family attorneys. All
right, I didn't verify the date. This here is dated. 2 hours ago. Yeah, this is today's date. Somewhere I saw it on there. Just can't point it out to you. All right.
Recently rallied in Washington and wrote a letter to the president and Secretary of State. Today, that same group speaking out at Livingstone College in Salisbury. WCNC Charlotte's Julia Kaufman shares why they want the suspects extradited to Mexico.
Justice for Shanquella Robinson. Justice for Shanquella Robinson.
A cry for help, Shanquella's family says, has gone unanswered. Her sister Quilla Long and mother Salamondra Robinson asking why the suspects have not been arrested.
They had a video that went viral. The whole world seen the video, and there's been no arrest since October the 29th. What kind of system is this?
Family attorney Ben Crump argues Mexican authorities have concluded their homicide investigation and have a warrant. So the only thing left to do is extradition.
If America isn't going to prosecute, let's let the Mexican government prosecute. Let's don't stand in the way, not one day longer.
To be extradited, a suspect must first be found and arrested. Then, according to the Department of Justice, approval is needed from federal court and the U.S. Secretary of State. The DOJ says extradition requests can take months and even years to be heard in court.
Why is it taking so long? What is going on? It gets to the point where we have to question our government.
Advocates say this call for justice,
which is true, y'all, because think about it. I didn't need to do that. Go back over here. I was trying to do this. Think about it. This here happened October 29th, and the news, we started talking about it in November. I want to say like November the 17th. I learned about it on like the 23rd. I was a little late, on it. And here we are, the end of March, and nobody has been arrested, right? And they're still trying to let Mexico lead the way, right?
happening at an HBCU when Shanquella also went to an HBCU is on purpose.
We must remember that Black lives matter.
That's right. Amen. That's right. Amen.
And the justice for Black lives matters.
To further their calls for equal justice and help from the State Department, Crump says he plans to meet with the U.S. Senate's Foreign Relations Committee and White House officials sometime after April 1st. Okay. Julia Kaufman, WCNC Charlotte.
All right, so that's good to know. April is coming up sometime here. Let me see. I think this is just the writing of it. Excuse me. Yeah, let's see here. Mexican authorities have already concluded an investigation. All right, so if we go back to the beginning, we will see that in the beginning, Mexico said that it was alcohol poison. Y'all remember that? Mexico in the beginning, back in November, said alcohol poison and that they had ruled out any foul play, right? Y'all remember that? Hopefully somebody remembered that in the beginning, Mexico said that this was alcohol poison and they had ruled out foul play, right? They said that back in November sometime when the story first came out. All right, so it is very smart to be suspicious of this autopsy report that they put out that's dated for October 30th. It's October 30th. And if we go back to the old videos on October 30th, they didn't even know where the body was. They were still being detectives. The father and his brother, he said in an interview, they were trying to locate the body. So how is it that Mexico, the Attorney General, right? This is law, right? Have a detailed autopsy report dated the 30th, hours after receiving the body. Hours after receiving the body. I'm gonna be fair and pull up the little document, not the little document. I think it was over 20 pages. It was a little document, not the little document. Sorry, y'all. All right, so I have to get back over there. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna pull that little document up. It ain't a little document. It was long, but I just thought it was something to be suspicious about. That all these months went by and Mexico never reviewed this whole autopsy, this very detailed autopsy report where they're talking about all these clothes and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to pull that up so I can point the bones out in that and show y'all why those are lies there. Why those are lies. As soon as I find it. Why those are lies. I think this is it. Or did I should have saved it. Let me see here. Why those are lies. Why? Yes, here we go. All right, so let me share the screen again. This here was the back March 13th. March 13th, this was the document, is the document that Shanquella's lawyer, let me pull it up on this one, make it a little bit bigger. Shanquella's lawyers, Benjamin L. Crump and Sue Ann Robinson, Esquires, wrote this, a letter to the president. They wrote a letter and then they attached this. This is what they got from Mexico. Sue Ann went on a fact-finding expedition and retrieved this. This item here, we saw this on, a few other content creators' videos. So getting this here document, it's no big to do. We've seen this, right? We've seen this here document. This is a document that Nazir points out that he did not sign. However, or he said this wasn't his signature. I was going to say, however, here's the signature right there. But he's saying that he's disputing that this is his signature. The few things on this here document that kind of stands out to me, not kind of, but stands out to me is that there's a space here missing for a number one person. And then we have the 7 here that all have been identified. And then when we go down into this here document, this is more stuff from Mexico, right? Mexico put this out, this interview, put out an interview dated November the 19th. Who remembers what day the video of Shanquella being attacked came out, right? Somewhere up in this area here, November 19th, somewhere up in there, right? So it's, here we go. Now they have they have this, right? But look when they dated it, right? When the viral video comes out. And this here is a witness, right? Now remember, they had already said alcohol poison ruled out any foul play. However, they're here stating some stuff here. Let's see here. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna have to read out a few of these things here. This here is from Baja California Sur State Attorney General's office, right? That's what this is from. This here is supposedly the interview dated November the 11th. All right, so this here's the information about the interviewer. This is Santiago Miguel Mariquin Gonzalez, and he is the team chief of the homicide unit. And then they blacked out the name of the person being interviewed. However, they are a 39-year-old male. Here. All right, so this here person says, I am the administrator of the Villa Casa Linda number 32, Colonial La Playa, Residencial, Puerto Los Cabos, Francimiento, Honduras Beach Club, Cali, Padre, Quino, Esquina, Padre Gillian in San Jose del Cabo, Baja California Sur. Where I have worked for more than a year and a half. Once I observed on my cell phone the video circulating in social networks where two of the guests who had registered in the villa appear, where one of them dressed in pajamas with shorts and blouse, possible colors pink. Okay, so here we can see this part here. This is how you can tell it's a story, right? Because the lies always need an introduction, and you need to be prepared for the lie. So they need to stage it. They need to give you a summary, right? And here's the summary. He's saying, once I observed on my cell phone, the video circulating in social network where two of the guests, and then he's given this big old description with the pajamas and the shorts and the blouse, possible color pink and white with black and light colored cap, appears hitting another female person who was naked, right? So again, here we got them agreeing that Shanquella was naked, right, on the video. The one who is hitting the other is the person named Dejanay Jackson, whom I identified because I served as a translator on the day of the events when the authorities were in the village conducting the proceedings. In the video, it can be seen that the headboard is illuminated. So how are they talking about this on November the 19th, about the headboard being illuminated? Why are those details coming out, right? This shows me that they are answering the questions that we YouTubers put out there on the videos afterwards. Because this is nothing, why would you think this is a detail? Why would this be part of your interview on November the 11th. Why would anybody be concerned with this here time? All right, let me keep on reading here. All right, and look how it just jumps from it, just boom, go right on to it. Like I put the little facts out there, and now we're about to go off into how I know what time it was, right? What kind of an interview is that? What kind of an interview is that? All right, so, he just hops off into that. In the video, it can be seen that the headboard is illuminated by the sun's rays. And due to the location of the sun's rays, I can deduce. I'm sorry. You mean to tell me that this person said they can deduce the time of the video because of the headboard being illuminated? They felt that was something to say back in November. Why? What does that do? Why would that be a detail that they just put off in their mind to remember? Right? Because no one was questioning the time at that time. Nobody was questioning the time. So why would that be part of the interview dated November the 19th? Baloney. All right, so here we go. The headboard is illuminated by the sun rays, and due to the location of the sun's rays, I can deduce that it is between 7 and 8:30 a.m. since the bedroom 1 and 3 are waterfront, and it is easy to deduce the morning schedule since the sun rises on the seaside, illuminating those rooms. That is the room number 3, because that is the only one that has a hammock outside of it, and the hammock can be seen in the video. Also, after 10 a.m., the sun rays begin to reflect towards the floor of the bedroom. Since there are some pre-goals on the outside of the room, I can also say that in the villa, both the sunrise and sunset are very annoying. For that reason, the owner decided to place wood on the window to prevent the sun rays from entering. I know this because I am the administrator of the villa, and on my occasion, I have been in the room at that time in the morning. Finally, I wish to state that the villa was reserved from October 28th to October 31st, 2022, and that's all I wish to state. Now, what does this statement says nothing. Like, what does that have to, this is not a statement of what happened that day. Nothing. So this statement doesn't even make sense because it's future. It's futurely answering questions that weren't around, that weren't needing to be answered. Like, what is this here? Is what? Okay. Let me get back over here and get some of these here comments. I wanted to show y'all that because we didn't see this until March. We didn't see this document until March. So Mexico had a whole lot of time to put this out, and it's contradicting of what they initially said. So look here, I got some OGs up in the house here. What's up, PM Channel? PM Channel says hello at All Around Attribute RN moderators, all in the chat. Yes. And C Reeves is in the house. All right, good to see you down there, C Reeves. A member also says hello, gorgeous RN mod and chats. Miss y'all. Yes, we have all been missing one another. So thank y'all so much Betty says, hey, C, what's going on? What's going on? We got some more greetings back and forth there. All right. Lila says, are these from Iana Van Zet? Or what? This here is the acts of faith, what we just read earlier. I'm not sure which one you are talking about. What's up, Karen? Karen says, hello, all around natural beauty, mods, and chat. Okay, so that was probably some of the hearts. Here's some pink waving hands. It's one of those emojis that don't show up here on the screen. Just stopping through to say. All right. Hey, hopefully. What's up, Sylvia? Sylvia is saying hey. And Kyrania in the house. What's going on? What is it all about? What's up, little Jessica? All right, so I'm just excited. What do y'all think about the statement that these people that worked at the villa, whom in the beginning back in November was being reported that that it was a payoff, that they had paid the police and paid the people off at the villa and stuff for this here cookie cutter excuse that we also learned that they utilize quite frequently there in Mexico, this here alcohol intoxication excuse. La Jessica, what's going on? Says, hey, Karen, and Sylvia and Kyron saying hey to everybody. All right, so we got some more greetings over there. All right, so that's that thing that don't show up there. La Jessica said they closed it as cardiac arrest. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that means now I'm gonna have to go on back over here to this document because it's gonna be all full of contradictions. That is so true. They did say, yes, I remember that. Hey, what's going on? Tammy says if she wasn't Black, they would be on it, SWAT team and all. Yeah, and that's what we've been saying. That's why we say over here, we want to stand up for victims, and we know that women are victims, and then Black women too are even at a higher rate as far as like not getting things done, when we happen to fall into the victim category over here. Yep. Being a Black woman, it's it's a tough. It's tough. And see, Tamika says, I remember that being said. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's so important to go back to the beginning, because when they told you, when we, when they set the parts, then that's what it is. You can't change it later, because we still remember the first story. We still got that on the video. We still got that in writing. But that's the thing about a lie, because you don't, since it's a lie, you're not recognizing that some of your lies will contradict the other lies. Hey, what's going on, Cynthia? Cynthia says she remembered too. I remember. That's right. Yes, that was mighty fast. Exactly. All right. So one of the reasons why I feel like it was super fast and that makes it suspicious is because, first of all, how are they going to do an autopsy on an unclaimed body? Who gave the permission, right? They had the family hadn't even located the body. They were still looking, right? They were still looking. And then according to other stories, they didn't actually retrieve the body until that night. So how they got a whole autopsy finally detailed the next morning. Who paid for it, right? Who requested it? on a foreign body that hadn't even been claimed, right? They already got the autopsy report, super sad. What's up, Chinyere? And see, hey, Miss RN, all right. All right, so we got some more people greeting one another's up in there. So I'm gonna get back over here to this here document, and just so we can see the utter ridiculousness in this whole phony baloney story here. Right, so that was this person's story, and look how it's all chopped up, and that's all I got to say about that. Right, look at why did they gave these details there, and then that's it. Right, they said nothing about they said nothing about what happened. What kind of an interview is that? All right, so then the next interview is dated November the 17th. So this here is actually 2 days prior to the previous one that we just read. All right, so let's see here. This here, the interviewer name is Sony Jasil Papaco Million. All right. And they're with the specialized unit for investigations of miscellaneous crimes and its jurisdictions, criminal justice, located at Sila Palo de Arco y Pablo Espeta. And this here is from the Baja California State's Attorney General Office. Again, right? That's them again. All right, so now we come on down here, and this here says, this is my statement. And this here is, whose statement is this? Oh, they didn't do the name. This here is a 41-year-old male, right? And this here says, this is my statement given to investigation agent Sony Jessel Popco Million in reference to the facts that are being investigated today after informing me the reason for my presence and the interview. I have been employed by blank or Cabo Villas in the United States, where I work as concierge in attention to customer service. I provide service, assistance with doubts. Assistance with doubts. What does that mean? Assistance with doubts. Any service that is needed for approximately 3.5 years. This person has provided assistance with doubts, any service that is needed. They've done that for 3.5 years. Excuse me. On October 28th, I had been informed of the arrival of some guests to the villa. Hold on. Oops. I hope I muted that. I thought I muted. I don't think I clicked the right button. Oops. Excuse me. I wasn't trying to cough in y'all's ear, but I thought I muted it. But I just realized I clicked the wrong button there. And y'all heard all of that. All right. Let me get back over here to this here story. All right. So let me see here. Where am I at? Oh, on October 28th. 2022, I had been informed of the arrival of some guests to the Villa Casa Linda 32, which is located in Padre Quino, Puerto Fonda Rosa, Puerto Rico, Los Cabos, San Jose del Cabo, and Cali Padre Gillian. I wonder if that's any relation to these two interviewers have this same name. This here Gilliam. All right. I just, it's my second time to read through this, but first time to make this notation of these names all matching. All right, let me get back down here. I wonder if they have some type of, all right. The day before I was sent the work schedule of the villa that we are to take care of as concierge. So I knew that the guests of the Casa Linda Villa would arrive around 3 p.m. on October 28th, 2022. The main guest was Dejanay Jackson. The main guest was Dejanay Jackson with phone number, blah, 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 blah. They didn't, who contacted me around noon by text message to report that the flight had been delayed due to the weather and that she would be telling me her new arrival time. Now, all these details, what does this have to do with what happened, right? Why are they putting all these details in here? This to me shows how they are, trying to throw Dejanay Jackson under the bus, right? They have they're about to blame shift. She is about to be the scapegoat for this, right? Look at all this, how it's all indicating, it's all pointing, boom, pointing to you, right? And, all we need is that video. We can see that, it's clearly, being pointed to the right person, of course. But I just find it interesting here that you can see, this story, how it's all set up here to point the finger at Dejanay. The main client was Dejanay Jackson, right? So let's see, in the text message, they putting all this here, showing the little pattern here, right? Got text message thread here, that her flight had been delayed due to weather and that she would be telling me her new arrival time, confirming me that it would be at 17:19. Then that's 5:19. Then she asked me if after arriving and taking the transportation, she could stop to do some shopping, to which I responded that there is no problem. Then she told me that she would be letting me know the time they were going to arrive. She texted me when they left the shopping center. She arrived at the Casa Linda around 8 p.m. I had arrived at the villa about 15 minutes before, and upon entering, I see a person of slim build, Afro-American, about 1.75 meters tall, about 25 to 30 years old, to whom I introduced myself since he'd asked me who I was. I told him that I was his concierge and that I will be supporting his vacation in everything he needs. Also at the villa were chef blah 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 and waiter blah blah, who are employees of the company blah blah and co-workers. Moments before, when I saw the guests, I was surprised since I wasn't aware that there were guests already at the villa, to which the chef told me that two people, a couple, had arrived at the villa a few hours before. However, I only saw the male guests described above. I prepared the registration sheets. The information I have to provide to the client. Okay, so he's saying that it was two people there, right? So I go back up here. Maybe where's the other one? Right? There's one blank space here. And if these folks, it was 2 there prior, you know, who are the 2? Who are the 2? Let me see where I'm at. Okay, so, all right, so the 2 people, let's say I prepare, okay, let's see, have to provide to the client guacamole, this is the list here, guacamole, tortilla chips, margaritas, and I waited for the main client who arrived almost immediately in Trans Cabo's transport. They got off with their groceries, bottles of alcohol, and tequila, put down their suitcase, started taking pictures of the villa. They looked excited.